How you doing, guys and gals? My name's Doug Wilson, and this is Yellow Hawk Customs Outdoors Kydex. So like 75% of what we do here at Yellow Hawk Customs Outdoors is military and wilderness grade custom Kydex sheath systems. That's what we do, 75% of what we do. But we do other stuff too, okay? And I enjoy what I do to help guys out. You know, we just had a raffle last week helping one of our brothers out. And I enjoy doing that kind of stuff. I enjoy helping guys out. So, y'all know that 90% of the time, if you will let us, we go all out for your sheath systems, right? It depends on what you opt for, and I have to say this, right? Time and time again, I get a guy that says to me, I don't want a whole bunch of stuff, I don't want to put a whole bunch of stuff on it. Trust me, if I think you're going overboard with your options, I'm going to tell you right away, hey, this is going to be heavy, I wouldn't do this, this option will take over for this option, you really don't need it. If I'm willing to build your system, you can bet your ass it's going to work well in the field for you, right? Because these sheath systems, they kind of take up where your knife leaves off. So it's a knife and sheath system that allows you to do much more in the field. You know, it increases your capabilities in the field beyond that which your knife can do alone, okay? And I tell you, they're highly utilitarian if you allow me to build them that way. And they work and work well. If they didn't, trust me, I wouldn't do this. I don't, you know, I'm not out to rip anybody off. These are quite literally the finest sheath systems on the market. I will put my reputation behind that, right? I know there's other sheath makers out there, right? But most of the guys out there, they just make Kydex sheaths to put your knife in. That's what they do. And that's one way of doing it, and they do a lot of business, right? Because they can do it real cheap, real quick, by doing prefab, using, you know, this machine, this template, that template, right? They can do it real quick and charge you, you know, $50 for a sheath, right? We don't do it that way here. We allow you to pick from our options, which there's a whole shitload of them, right? And design a sheath system that works for you in the field, right? And I'll give you recommendations on what I think will work. And if I think it won't work, I'm going to tell you right away. I don't think this is going to work. You know, you say, hey, I got this flashlight, I want you to put it on, and I look at the flashlight, I'm going to tell you right away whether I think it's going to work or not. And usually it doesn't. The flashlights that I have on my sheath systems, I picked them for several reasons, right? And they work well for how we do it. So what I would like to see happen is you choose from our options, because 9 times out of 10, if you want me to put your, you know, sharpening stone on your sheath, I can do it, but I really do think I have a better way of doing it by giving you a diamond rod or a diamond fold out stone or whatever. So anyway, you guys stay tuned. This is going to be a client offerings video, right? And I got a couple of cool systems to show you, and then some tried and true stuff as well. All right, you guys stay tuned, and we'll get right to it. All right, so I get pretty excited when I talk about custom Kydex sheath systems, because, you know, quite literally, there is a couple guys out there that kind of do what we do. They give you options and stuff like that, but it's just not what we do here. You know what I mean? We go above and beyond. It's like a religion to me to see how utilitarian, bomb-proof, and quality I can make these sheath systems for you guys. So yeah, they're a little more expensive because it takes us a shitload of time to do them. I mean, anybody who has one of our systems knows how much time we put into these things, okay? And time again, I get the comment, Doug, I don't care what you charge for these things, it's not enough, right? So, but start with this one. This is a leather elite for a client, right, who wanted to go all out for a leather elite. Now, the leather elites, they're fairly expensive, but they're cool as hell, right? I don't know anybody else that's doing it, right? And if they are, I don't think they're doing it like this, okay? So, I mean, maybe they are. I haven't seen it. I just haven't seen it, right? So, not that I'm out there checking, but this is a Zombie Tools Fellon. This is a huge gladiolus type style chopper killer, zombie killer, right? That's what that is. To me, that's a zombie killer right there, right? Got a choke up choil, got that Conan look to it. Very well made, very expensive, okay? So the client wanted us to build a leather elite for this that was just over the top with the options that he wants on it, okay? So it's a baldric carry. I don't believe that a knife this big should be carried on your belt. That's just me. If you want to carry it on your belt, I think this is what you're going to find. You put it on your belt, and your pants are going to fall off. Unless you're wearing a suspender system or something, right? Don't mind the fan. It's real hot in the shop. I need something blowing on me. I know you can hear it. Sorry, right? I'll speak loud for you. But that's the fan you hear in the background. So baldric carry, bomb-proof as hell, right? Sure up plate, tabby dangler. The client did want a leather loop, so apparently he's going to try to carry a belt carry. I wish him luck with that. I mean, at the very least, he can attach it to his pack that way. But he also has a tech lock he can do that with as well. And then my primary carry for a knife like this, if I were to utilize a blade like this in the field, would be baldric carry with a sling, okay? He didn't opt for a sling, so there it is, okay? I just give him the ability to put a sling on it, which, there it is. Baldric ring in the front, tabby dangler baldric ring in the back. You know, way up the handle so that you get a good carry out of it. This is our E12, Phoenix E12 Tactical Hawk Light Assembly, okay? It's a Phoenix E12. It's got a push button on the back, right? It's got 3 different settings, I don't know, like 150 lumens, highest setting, right? You can put it in this sheath system several different ways, okay? Well, 2 ways. In horizontal baldric carry, right? So you're carrying it like this. You turn the light on, boom. Well, hold on. You gotta, let's turn it on first, all right? Okay? All right, so there it is, okay? Now with the E12, this bigger one, but it's got to be a bigger knife that I put this on, okay? The E12, you can take the detent button and just barely touch it, and you can scroll through the brightness settings while it's on your belt, no problem, or while it's on the sling, okay? Scroll through there, you know, while it's on there, okay? So you can do it that way. Alright, and then when you're done, you just click it off. You don't even have to use the bezel part. So that's another way you can do it with the bezel, but I just kind of use the button to scroll through it, right? And then I turn it off when I'm not using it. Or you could take it out, flip it around, and you can use it in dangler mode, right? All you got to do is point the sheath where you want the beam of light to go. Real simple, real easy, right? I like to do what works and works well. I got about 5 or 6 guys who give me real world, real time feedback on options, sheath systems. When I first went to the Tabby Dangler, I had 6 or 7 guys use them and then tell me what they think about them. The Tabby Dangler system, they loved it. They thought it was great that you could have a tech lock on a sheath and a dangler at the same time, right? Instead of having a plate, right, which is an offset plate that you have to remove and then put a tech lock on, you keep a tech lock on this system at all times, right? So you got pack carry, belt carry, Tabby Dangler carry, whatever you want, right? Bulger carry. Okay, so this client has a plasma lighter, so he had me build a holder for his plasma lighter, which is pretty cool, right? And I tell you, it's nice and secure. It's not going anywhere. It's not going to just fall out of there, okay? Even though I can't get a shock cord on it, I do tighten it up so that, it's nice and snug in there, okay? And then fine diamond rod on the side. You can also take the Tabby Dangler leather loop off, put compound on the back of it, and use it as a strop, okay? The other thing I want to say, and I'd like to reiterate this now, is if you buy a sheath system from us, this is not a bad thing, it's actually a good thing. Make sure that every once in a while you tighten up your screws, okay? I do take precautions, right? And I use rubber washers to give a negative, positive, right, pressure on the screws, but you still have to check them, right? Especially the leather, because the waterproofing treatment that I use for the leather, as over time it cures and the leather shrinks a little bit and the screws get a little loose sometimes, okay? So if your leather loop ever gets wet or whatever, make sure when it dries that you tighten them screws up again. I even have rubber bushings inside here to give that negative pressure, right? But still, just to be safe, Murphy's Law, tighten your screws up every so often. I do it every trip, right? I just tighten the screws up as a matter of course, right? Because they're screws, and screws do come loose after a while, right? I don't care what you do to them. We don't use Loctite because you need to take things off of our systems. You need to be able to take them off. If you find that your system is exactly the way you want it and you're never going to mess with it again, Loctite all your screws and you're good to go. But I don't do it here because you need to be able to take things off, all right? So that's just a judgment call. There it is. This is a Leather Elite, full grain leather over a fully functioning Kydex sheath system, okay? For the Zombie Tools Fellon, I've actually done a few of these, a couple, right? Real good retention, right? It's just, I think they're badass. We put a lot of time and effort into these things, so see, now look, this thing here is starting to loosen up a little. So here's what I got to do. That's why I keep them for a few days, right? Because I want to make sure that before it leaves this shop, it's good for you. You know what I mean? So I'm going to tighten this up a little bit before it leaves. Okay, so there it is. This is black alligator leather, and I wax it right with snow seal. Make sure it's fairly well waterproofed. All you have to do is treat it once in a while just with a light coat of snow seal, right? Just to treat the leather on the outside, and that's all you have to do to it. Okay, there it is. Leather Elite for the Zombie Tools Fellon. Got some tooling there on the hide. Okay, there's that one. Next one. This is for a client in Turkey. My buddy Kamal in Turkey, right? Kamal Sadakoglu. I'll butcher that last name if I try to say it, right? This is a cold steel kukri, right? All right. Now with big blades like this, big blades, I like them to be really secure. So once in a while you're going to get some rubbing. It's a big blade, okay? It's going to touch that Kydex sheath on the inside somewhere. It's going to happen, right? But in order to get really good retention, most guys are like, yeah, it's okay. You know what I mean? I'd rather have great retention than something that's flopping around in there, right? Just to save the finish on my blade, right? Bigger blades usually do rub. Smaller blades usually don't rub, right? But it all depends on the knife. So there it is. This is a little different system. It's a Baldric carry as well, right? Got a SE pouch on the front. Got OD green with OD green carbon fiber accessories. This is a large Bic lighter holder with our logo plate on it. There's our logo plate, right? Then on the back, he's got a Molly Lock clip centered, and if he wants to, he can also put another Molly Lock clip right next to it on those screws. See it? Okay, so this is designed for either pack carry or Baldric carry. I don't think there's any other way to carry a big knife like that. Okay? Great retention, great thumb ramp, easy to pull, right? Alright, there's that. So I got some small, right? This one's for Kamal too. This is purple carbon fiber. This is a CRKT minimalist necker. Minimalist necker, right? He wanted a purple carbon fiber, simple necker, right? Great retention, no problem. You can also put a small tech lock on this if he wants to. Okay? I build them all like that, generally. Alright, so there's that one. Nice little necker. It's a minimalist necker. Okay? CRKT, it's a cool little knife. Like those finger grooves. Definitely ergonomic. Alright? This one's for him as well. These are breakaway. Right? I got these breakaway hubs. They work well. Put them back together. It's pretty damn secure. Right? This is SE Zula 2. SE Zula 2. My Carta scales. Another necker for Kamal. Alright? We're getting ready to do a couple more big systems like this one for him. Right? He ordered maybe, I don't know, 6 different or 5 different sheath systems. And we're working on them now. So Kamal, this is part of your order. So this is for a client. This is SE CR 2.5. This is a nice little utility knife. I like it. I carry one myself. There it is. In the waistband carry with a ulti clip. Let me show it to you. Just an ulti clip system that I came up with, and you can do several different carries. You know, several different angles, and you can also take it off, put it on the other side of the sheath, and wear it a different way as well. Okay. You can also wear it in your pocket, clip it on the outside of your pocket, inside or outside. Pretty versatile. Alright, so there it is. It's an ulti-clip system for a client for this knife. Great retention. Alright, there's that one. Okay, these are all for one client. These are pretty basic because that's what he wanted. Basic, tough, military wilderness grade sheath systems, right? This Coyote Brown Kydex is 095, right? Because I like, when I get my Kydex, I measure it. And I actually get stuff that is thicker than 093. I ask for it special, right? Because I believe that you need a tough Kydex for a main sheath system, right? So there's the first one. This is for an LT Wright. Okay, the stuff on it is frog lube. You entrust these blades to me. I'm going to take care of them for you while they're here. So there's frog lube on the blades. This is a custom LT Wright knife. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. LT Wright custom. Pretty big. You can see how big it is in my hand. Okay, sweeping clip point there, right? Great retention. Tech lock on the back. He can take the tech lock off, put a molly lock on there, actually two of them. Okay. Okay. Next one is a giant. I don't know who makes this knife. Who is it? JLT Knives. This is like, looks like a Punisher, like a Tops Punisher, but it's custom, hardwood scales. This thing's a beast. Big chopper, right? Scandi Vex, it looks like. Beast, right? Great retention. Got his big ferro rod on it. Paracord wrap. Just simple stuff for this guy. That's what he likes. Simple and tough, he told me. He can take the tech lock off, put a molly lock right there, okay? So you can wear it pack mount or whatever, okay? This is Woodlore style. This is also JLT Knives. I'm pretty sure it's JLT. I can't really see it that well. Looks like JLT Knives, like a Woodlore style. Kind of looks like a beefed up Raymir's Woodlore. Hardwood scales. There's that one. I'll put a combat lock on this one because it's a kind of heavier small knife, right? So just so you can increase the retention a little bit. Doesn't need it. You can take the combat lock off or unscrew it all the way, you know, to where it's just a half a screw tight or whatever. Just give them the option. And then a necker for a TBS Lynx. He bought this knife from me. This is one of the ones I was selling, and I put a sheath system on it for him. This is the Bushcraft store. The Lynx. The Lynx 01 tool steel. Small Scandi grind, 90 degrees spine. Just wanted a necker for this one, for the breakaway. Okay? Alright guys, that's it for this video. Just wanted to show you these guys. I tell you, Chris Tanner has a new video coming out. It should be out now. Really hot down here. Of a couple of sheath systems that I built for him. It's going to be a pretty comprehensive video, so why don't you check that one out on Prepared Mind 101's channel. I tell you, if it wasn't for Chris Tanner, he's really done some great things for our company here. So I appreciate his help with everything. He even helped us out with that raffle we did last week, and whenever I have something that I need help with, I can always go to him, you know, because he has been in the industry a while and he knows everybody, right? So, alright guys, I think that's it. I'm working on this guy here. This is Fiddleback Forge Duke, right? And honestly, I don't know why this knife is not selling. This is a great knife. And the one thing that I really like about it, not only is it badass, it's light. It's a light knife, lighter than other ones this size. It may be because they skeletonized their micarta. That might be the reason. I haven't taken them off, but it feels like, if my best guess would be, they mill it out inside there to make them lighter. If I didn't have a shitload of other knives that I like, I would carry this in the bush. I would. Fiddleback Forge Duke. So I'm just building a system for it, and then I'm going to sell it. Okay? So if you're looking at this right now, the Duke, right, and you're saying, man, I would love to have that knife with that sheath system on it, I'm working on it now. Let me know what you want on the system, and we can do it that way. Or, because I tell you, tomorrow I'm finishing it. So it may be finished by the time you contact me about it. But you can bet that it's a sheath system that I would want to carry. So, alright. So it's going to be a tabby dangler. It's going to have a tech lock on it. I'm probably going to put an EO5 Hawk light assembly, a ferro rod on the front, maybe Altoids tin on the back, or a live fire or something like that. Okay. Now, like I said again, our sheath systems are not cheap. They're not cheap, right? But I do believe they're the best on the market for what we do. Highest quality, highest durability, bomb-proof, military wilderness grade, you name it, right? We put a lot of time and effort into these things. And I tell you, if all you want is a sheath to hold your knife, we can do that too, but there are other guys out there that do it probably as good as we do. I couldn't tell you who they are though, right? If you order a sheath system from us, I guarantee you, you're going to be very satisfied with it. That's what I sell. I sell peace of mind, right? If you order a sheath system from Yellow Hawk Customs Outdoors, you're going to get peace of mind right away. You're going to know that what you get is exactly what you want, and it's going to be spot on, or it's not leaving the shop. All right, guys, that's it. This is Doug Wilson for Yellow Hawk Customs Outdoors. Thanks for watching. We got the Fall Rendezvous coming up, 1 through 9 December. Tom's Run on the Appalachian Trail in Pennsylvania. We'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.